Good morning, dear viewer. Good to have your company this lovely Tuesday morning as we start off this very month of July 2023. Pleasure to be having your company yet again as we take on this particular journey as a national broadcaster to celebrate the women in their various fields, wherever they're operating from. We salute you for making it a point always join us. That is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from the hour of 10 a.m. up until 11 a.m. My name is Sandra Kahunde, coming to you live from Broadcast House, Nile Avenue. Well, today we're delving into something interesting. As always, we have wonderful women, brilliant, incredible, amazing women, super women who have made it, who have tried to put on the muscles for men in the various fields where we're like, those are male-dominated fields, but they've taken on the challenge fearlessly. That is what we want to do, to inspire you as we listen to their challenges, their triumphs, and how they've overcome the solutions that have really taken on to enjoy their fields. For someone out there, for a particular lady who is still worried about putting on those wonderful shoes and getting started and enjoying what you're passionate about. Well, today, topic of discussion, we're delving into software development and farming business. And joining me, I have incredible women. They're here to tell us their stories, their journeys, how they took that particular path. Is it because of their role models, or maybe they were inspired by their parents or something like that? So they're here to share with us. And this morning, allow me to introduce my panel for today. I am joined by Violet. Violet is going to pronounce, give us her surname. And she's into the farm. She's from Nesting Farm Enterprises. She's a market managing director. And here for today, I'm having Patricia. She's a lead software engineer at kanzucode. I hope I have the right pronunciations. But the ladies are right here joining us for the day, and they'll be letting us know more about them. Something unique that they would love to share with us. Violet, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
I'll start at the extreme end.
Yes.
Please give us the right pronunciation and about the firm and something unique about you.
Okay, I'm Violet Kukundakwe, the Managing Director of Nesting Farm Enterprises. That is a commercial poultry farm where we rear hens for eggs, manure, and off-layers. We train people in poultry rearing, and the main aim of this is to end hunger, so give people something nutritious to eat, and also provide decent employment and promote economic growth.
Beautiful. You're thinking about the rest.
Pardon?
You're thinking about the rest of us.
Yes.
That's why I love being a woman. Patricia, tell us more about you, what's unique about you, and yes.
Yeah. First of all, I would love to start by saying that I'm super excited to be here. It's so thrilling to be in such spaces and to be in a position to actually inspire women out there. So it's really a pleasure. So thank you so much for having us. So yeah, my name is Patricia Tim. I'm a lead software engineer at kanzucode. kanzucode is a software engineering company that is big on developing innovative, world-class digital solutions for our different clients to help them experience a better world. We all know that tech helps you experience a better world, really. Yeah, so that's what we are big on. We're also big on mentoring. We have another arm of kanzucode called the kanzucode Foundation that just focuses on mentoring young people, upskilling them to actually help them jumpstart their careers in tech. So that's what we are all about. An interesting thing about me, I love, much as I'm an engineer and I'm into the sciences, I have like a bit of an artistic side of me. I love to sing, I love to write, yeah. So that's, yeah, I think that's something.
And you wish well for the sister out there.
Yeah.
Well, amazing. Well, I'm just thinking about the kanzucode. So you're going to tell us why you chose that particular name.
Yeah.
Yesterday everyone was dressed in the kanzu celebrating Kabaka's coronation, the 30th coronation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to tell us more as why you chose that particular name.
All
and
right.
How you got started into the software development industry and what inspired you to pursue such a career?
All right. So our CEO actually gave us a background of where kanzucode came from, because we're also a bit curious. We're like, yeah, how did this happen? So he told us when he was starting the company, he wanted, because he's so focused on Ugandan tech going global, he wanted to form a company that is just so centralized on Uganda. So he was looking for something that identifies Uganda culturally, like what is that thing? So of course he did his own research and whatnot and discovered that, yeah, the kanzu is actually really in this nation of Uganda, it's really significant culturally. In Uganda, if you see somebody wearing a kanzu, like you at least trace their roots somewhere to Uganda. So that helps our company stand out, because we are big on pushing Ugandan tech out there, making it global, taking it out there. So that's why it's kanzucode. We didn't want to go with, I guess, like a fancy name. You could say we wanted it to really be centralized.
You wanted it to keep, to keep home.
Yeah, keep home, keep it home, because we are trying, we have a vision to push what's the talent in Uganda and take it out there, make it global. Yeah, that's it.
So you as a person, what interested you to pursue this career?
So from early on, from a very young age, I'd actually been, I was really interested in computers, software and stuff like that. And what really helped is that my brother, my elder brother, also a software engineer, was already like kind of like doing the same thing. So it inspired me. I would look at him and I would get so inspired by the things that he does. So it was kind of like obvious the direction that I would take. I knew that surely I have to take this direction. I don't see anything in mind for me. But what is so surprising is that when I actually got in, that's when I actually realized that, you know, this is actually really meant for me, because like the ease with which I'm able to do it, you get, it really showed me that this is something that was tailor-made for you. And if you had gone, because there are opportunities for me to go into other areas like audit, because I remember we would have a lot of these audit firms, Deloitte, KPMG coming to the faculty of tech at MOOC and encouraging engineers there to go into auditing. So there were those opportunities, but my passion for tech was so much. I just couldn't let it go. You get, so yeah, I went after it. Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff. I believe it's kind of rewarding.
Yeah.
You really had to put on a thick skin to be like your brother.
Yeah, I know, right?
Beautiful. I just moved to Violet into the farming business. What do you find most rewarding about the farming business, and what motivated you as a woman? Because, you know, certain moments were like, that's for men, you know? Certain things are like, they're for men. So just wondering why Violet is into the farming business.
Okay, just like her passion, you know. I think growing up, I liked doing little gardens at home. And my mom probably thought I was playing, but I grew up and my parents wanted me to be a doctor. I ended up being a medical radiographer, but the passion, you know, the passion remains. And you do little projects at home, you're planting in tins. And I visited my cousin, who is also into poultry farming, and he counted me the costs and the profits. And yes, so there was the passion, and then the money in farming done right was luring. So I found myself into it, and it's quite rewarding in that I've managed to employ a number of people. You provide us a unique product. Our eggs are organic, antibiotic free, so people, you give them something good, not a generic thing on the market. So yeah, that has, it was mainly passion. Yeah.
That's still inner voice,
yes,
telling you to do something, much as they were paving a direction for you.
You know, if you don't have passion, it can't sustain you where you're not comfortable. I don't know if that makes sense. The passion keeps calling you, and it's good if you can make money through the passion. So it gives you a fulfilling life. I can't say I'm quite fulfilled. Yeah.
You're able to place your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's very great, because if it's just the passion, then you're able to inspire others naturally.
True.
Yes.
You're not forcing life.
You're not forcing life. Well, just getting back to the software developer right here. What are some of those projects you'd love to share with the viewer that you've worked upon and you found them very interesting? Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're quite a number, because the nature of our work is really client facing. We have like so many clients. So in the earlier stages of my work, before I became the lead engineer, we worked for a lot of clients from abroad. Most of our clientele is there. So many times they just want something customized, tailored to their business needs. Can you add this functionality?
How come they're so like all global and they're not from here?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Customized systems to help them in their businesses. Some of them are universities. They needed learning management systems. Some of them it was just adding functionality to boost sales on their, let's say, website. Some of them it's just handling their applications. They have businesses such as traveling, traveling companies, and you need to work on their applications, stuff like that. So those are some of the things I've worked on. Lately, I'm working for MTN because MTN is also our client. So I lead all the projects to do with MTN. In fact, the other day you hosted a lady from MTN, and I had just been on a call with her. I mean, that's how integrated this whole tech industry is, because I lead the projects with MTN, Ayoba, Pulse App, Wakanet. Like, there's a lot that goes on. There's so many things we work on at MTN, and you must
be going around and you're like, these ones who don't even know the fun. I know, right? Space. Yeah. You're like, which kind of world are they in?
You know, it's so amazing because you get to work on so many things. You get to work on something. Because I remember we worked on Wakanet, and then a couple of weeks later, I was seeing some of our neighbors connecting Wakanet fiber, and I'm like, do they even know that the person?
Wow, it must have really been fulfilling.
I know, right? Very fulfilling, because like, I actually worked on that. You get it? So many things, like the Pulse app, the bundles that you buy. We are in the background actually making these things work. So we are really supporting.
You watch us struggle, yeah? Struggle through it to get into
We're supporting MTN. We've also worked for UIPE. We have built their entire new system, basically for getting engineers to get certified. So there's going to be a new system rolling out. I think actually the rollout was like last week. There was a meeting, we rolled out the system, so that's still kanzucode. We are also we are really invested in the local market as much as we are also invested globally. We have a platform called Kanzu Jobs that is just tailored to individuals just like you, anybody who maybe you want help with some technical service that you don't know where to go.
How
to
can
get
you
it.
assist her? To get on board, because she has products.
You have products. We literally can help you with that. Yeah, just get onto Kanzu Jobs and then submit your request, put in your requirements, and we can map you with an engineer right here in Uganda to help you build, whether it's your site or your mobile app, whatever system it is, we can get that done for you. So I think we are doing great work. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Is it
well done?
Is it cost
friendly?
For the Ugandan
SME? An entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Yes, because you see, we had to make a different platform. We partnered with United Nations, UNDP, to make a platform that is actually conducive for our local market, so that they can come on, because we are not going to charge you the same
I believe
thing.
there's a program or a budget for the women, support for women.
Definitely.
Women entrepreneurs.
Definitely.
There has to be a window.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, she has products there. Just let's have a look at the products you have, and what has made you, have you really made impact as a woman entrepreneur in such a field that is male-dominated?
I believe
you would say you're thriving, because at least I see a product.
Yeah, okay, I hadn't talked about this, but this is Chikajo juice, our latest product, which is made from sugarcane, lemon, and ginger, a natural, unprocessed, sugar-free product. So like I said, we want organic, healthy foods for people. So have I made an impact in a male-dominated field? I believe so. You remember during the lockdown when people were retrenched, there were no jobs. Many people lost their jobs, and we have always been training people into agriculture, poultry. So we were able to help people who have left their jobs. If they had some savings, they could invest in the poultry sector. Right then, during the COVID, even the poultry was struggling. But right now, people are doing well. Those that we trained have managed to earn an income. Actually, some did not even desire to go back looking for jobs. So I believe so. And most of them are women. Apparently, the poultry farming is female dominated. But the people that make it big in farming are usually not women. So if you can empower the women to earn in something that most women do, I believe then most women will be successful and they'll be able to help their families even in a better way. Yeah, so that's what we try to push for. Yes.
Wow, amazing. And well, I wouldn't ask how you keep a healthy, balanced life, because there's a lot that women do. Everyone wants a portion of you. Your career, your community, your business.
How to keep a balanced life is to prioritize yourself. Women, we are givers. You will give to everyone but yourself. So if you prioritize yourself, then you'll find that everything will really be taken care of. That's
Do you know what they say at the back? They're like, we want to receive all the time. Women want to receive, they want to receive, and they never appreciate.
Is it the truth?
But honestly speaking, we're givers, like you put it.
Women are givers, so I encourage women to prioritize yourself. Everything else really will be taken care of. Maybe for those who are not married, the ladies that are not married, when a gentleman is pursuing, you look for characteristics of a guy to whom you should say yes to. He should be someone that will be supportive, because when you're committed, when you get married, you will find that that support will be very, 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 very important. I can't stress that enough. Yes, so I also have the support of my husband, Mr. Arthur Caleb Mugira. I thank you. Yes.
So you know, I was just going to make a call, and I'm like calling upon calling upon the spouses, the fathers out there, the managers who are male in the different organizations. Please support us, support the women. Yes, that is our cry as we start off this month of August. Yes, that is our cry, and we also appreciate. We salute the ones that have really done it, like you both said. We salute Mr.
Arthur Caleb Mugira.
Well, what's exciting about software development? What really excites you each and every single day? I know your neighbors having the worker net. There's a lot going. But I know there's something that is really exciting that keeps you onto your feet, and you want to develop so much more.
For me, it's the whole idea of problem solving. I mean, waking up every day to solve a problem is exciting all by itself. Seeing solutions come to life is exciting all by itself. Like when a client comes to you and they have this idea and it's just in their mind, and you're able to get that idea, it's called requirements gathering, and get the scope of what they are saying and bring it to life in a system or an application or in a way that they can use it to benefit their business or improve their lives. That is so profound. The impact of that is so profound. And when you wake up every day to do that, it's very rewarding. It's something that I am super, super grateful for. So being in such an exciting field, it's so nice. Like, problem solving is exciting. The mere fact that it's also a rapidly changing field means that you're not stuck in one place. You're learning something new each and every day. You're learning how to do this and getting new tools, getting new ideas. It's very, very, very exciting. I'm so glad that I'm in development. I'm always glad when I see a client happy about a solution that we've delivered. I mean, because initially these are concepts in the mind, and when they come to life and there are systems that can be used by so many people, systems that are scalable, systems that are maintainable, it is so, so rewarding. It's so rewarding when you're able to add value. And if you're able to add value, the thing is that you can never decay. You can really never decay. So that we are into,
there's an expiry at some point.
So if you're constantly adding value, you're constantly adding value to people, you're constantly adding value to people's businesses, you will never decay. You'll always, be there, because you'll always be called upon. Help me do this, help me do that. Can we get this system to work like this? Can we make these changes here and there? So it's exciting work.
I hope they don't drain you, because everyone wants a portion.
Everyone,
at the end of the day.
Everyone, exactly, everyone wants a portion.
Magical hands, they want the magic touch. Well, just getting back to the farming business, what are some of those technologies you've implemented that you would help cite out to the viewers watching? Maybe someone is also doing the same and they want to get better for efficiency and sustainability.
Okay, so We use the battery cage system at Nesting Farm Enterprises. We started from the deep litter system. That system, I do not know how people manage in that system, but it was dreadful. So now with the battery cage system, we are able to use a system that encourages us to have more birds on a smaller space. We have cleaner eggs. We have healthier birds. So with healthier birds, you're able to reduce the use of antibiotics. You're reducing expense on treatment. So at the end of the day, we have more profit. We have a healthier product for the people. Now, these days, there's the issue of resistance to antibiotics in humans. So when you reduce the use of those antibiotics in the products that you give, either meat or the eggs, then you have a healthier population. So that's our main technology, so to say, that we use at Nesting Farm Enterprises. Yes.
Well, because I know at least someone out there would be doing the same, but at least they need tips coming from you.
Tips on how to manage in that system. Okay, that is a very good point, because when we got the battery cage system, we thought we have arrived and you do not have to put in extra effort. So we got, that was about 5 years ago, we got cases of infections, and you're wondering, we have been given the magic wand, but the magic wand seems not to be working. So when you have the battery cage system, you must flush the pipes, the water pipes for the birds, at least once or twice a month. That way the water remains clean, the pipes are clean, the birds are healthy. You must mist in the house of the, we call it chiyumba, the biyumba byenkoko. You must mist. Misting is spraying with a disinfectant so the air is clean and free from pathogens. Then you must remove the manure, the kalimbwe, we call it kalimbwe.
Like that is
the poultry droppings.
That has to be done on a
twice
daily?
A week.
Twice a week.
For us, we do it twice a week. Some farms do it every day, depending on the labor that you have.
Okay.
But twice a week is sufficient enough to reduce the ammonia levels in the poultry house. So you have birds that have a clean environment. You dust the cages, so you have a clean environment with free from pathogens. So when you have that clean environment, like you take care of your own home, then you have clean birds and healthy birds. So you reduce the amount of money that you're spending on treatment, and also you're increasing your output and giving the population something healthy. Yes, must be mindful of the health of the population. Yeah. Wow.
Okay. I'm still thinking about it because I know those who are into the bird business, some of them forget about the health factor.
The health factor for the population.
They just quickly want to sell them off if they're a bit sick or something like that. I don't know if it's what you think or what you know, but the farmers that are in my circles, because those are the people that I have learned from, yeah, we try to ensure that we keep it clean and sell what is clean.
If you're going to,
healthy.
yeah, if you have to have a competitive advantage over the rest, because our eggs are bought, yes, by wholesalers, but they end up in the supermarkets, and people keep coming back to us saying, your eggs are good. What you promised is what you have delivered. I'm not going to say I have yellow yolk when I don't. Actually, in some instances, you may have to bear a loss as a farmer if those standards haven't been met. So the best way to do is to do the right thing as it should be done. And these are easy things, really. The disinfectant is much cheaper than the antibiotics that you're going to spend on. Yeah. How much does it cost to rake out that manure? How much does it cost to just dust? So if you're unable to do that, to me, it would be like laziness, really. Yeah, those are easy things. Like, it's like telling you, brush your teeth so you don't get cavities.
Keep your home clean.
Yeah, keep your home clean so you don't have sick
clean
babies.
Environment. Yes.
So it's basic.
I was going to say, at the end of the day, you know, you really have to be committed with that kind of business. The way you nurture the children and take care of them, that's what it's.
And the ladies are very good at nurturing. So this would be a perfect business for any lady out there.
You take some time off and even sing to the birds.
I had an employee that would put music while doing, but and the birds, I think, seem to enjoy it. So I mean, why not? No, those are the extra steps, that small things really that make a big impact.
That women do.
True.
Wow, just move to the tech space right here. What are some of those? Are there specific programming languages or technologies? And what are some of those ones that you keep closer to you as you do your work?
All right. So it really depends on something that we call a stack, the stack that your company works with. So a stack is basically the list of technologies that your company...
It's a stack.
Yeah.
First in media, it's a house style.
What is a stack?
So this one is a stack. The tech space.
The tech space, like the list of technologies that your company, let's say, uses to deliver the different products. So for us at kanzucode, it's mainly been PHP. PHP is a language. It's been PHP. So if you're really good at PHP, you're probably going to thrive at kanzucode. But then we also do Python. There is Angular in there. There's React, JavaScript. We are big on JavaScript. You have to have your JavaScript, and know it. So we're really big on that. There are so many tools that we use. So
well, I think to us and Viola, it's rocket science. We're really learning a lot.
The only thing I have picked is JavaScript. The rest is code.
So you've heard of JavaScript before?
Yes.
Yeah. So JavaScript is the one that helps with like your front-end interface, like that thing that you interact with, you as the end user. That's JavaScript helping you do that. The rest are background things. So we use a lot of tools, so many tools. You have, of course, to know something called version control. That's Git. Do you know how to push your code to the repository? So that, because Git helps with collaboration. Can we collaborate? If you're going to work on a team, you need to be able to use those tools for collaboration, because most times our work is actually remote. You're working with an engineer, like I've said, we work for clients who are abroad. They're in the US, you're here in Uganda. So you need to find out collaborating. Can you use version control for that? So several tools that quite complex. Yeah, you might be hearing for the first time, but they are so key in the tech space, and they should be known by every engineer if you're going to thrive, really. Yeah. Also, we use tools for communication, like Slack. Slack is something that is so, I think it has changed the game in the tech space. Before it used to be Skype, but I feel like Slack took over. So Slack is really what we use for communication, because it helps us, it has fancy things that you can use as a team that can aid you to have better communication, really, because at the end of it, you need to have that seamless communication to work as a team. If there's a breakdown in communication and you're working on a project and you're all writing code or doing something, it's going to be catastrophic. You don't want that. So your communication has to be up to speed. So yeah, those are some of the things we use. Yeah.
You mentioned some, and then you're like, okay, I think that doesn't really work anymore. We've moved to another one. So there's really a lot of there's a lot that is changing.
It's so dynamic
when it comes to the technological landscape in the software developing industry. How do you cope up with that change?
You have to constantly allow yourself to grow. Give yourself those opportunities to grow. Don't resist the growth, because if you resist the growth, they're going to leave you behind. I mean, the world is not going to wait for you to catch up and be like, oh, I'm finally there. No, you have to put yourself in a situation where you can grow. Are you taking courses? Are you taking courses? You have to take courses. Tech is just like that. Now there is artificial intelligence. Like, are you diving into it and trying to understand it and trying to see how you can leverage it for whatever system that you're trying to build? So make sure that you allowing yourself to grow. Take those courses. There's so many platforms where you can get the courses, from Udemy, Udacity, Coursera, courses that will help you upskill and make sure that you're always up to date with the latest technologies, and you're not going to, have legacy systems and all that stuff. So that's very, very key. Growth in the tech industry is so key. It's a very fast-paced industry, constantly changing. There are new emerging technologies each and every day. So you have to make sure that you are keeping up. Yeah.
I wish I would go for a mentorship course.
Really? You can come join the boot
It really
camp.
sounds quite interesting. I joined the boot camp.
Yeah, you should join the boot camp.
Yes, and I know the viewer out there is also thinking just like the way I am.
Yeah.
Like, can I join? Can I get mentorship? Have you gotten mentorship classes yourself, or do you try to mentor others into this career?
Yeah,
You have many that you've
First
mentored.
of all, mentorship is key. Oh my goodness, I would not be where I am if I didn't have mentors. And I've had several mentors because back in campus, one of my lecturers took interest in me. But at the start, it was really because of the academics. I was really a good student, and I was like, this one is serious. So he took interest in me and would sort of like mentor me. But after some time, he discovered that I could code. And from that time on, he would give me opportunities to work on projects and gigs here and there. So I was working from as early as 22, I think. I was already working in on projects and stuff like that. But then again, during campus, I would use those opportunities to attend boot camps. There was this there's this company called Outbox that hosts multiple boot camps. And if I had not attended the boot camps at Outbox, I would not be where I am, because that's where I literally learned how to code. I attended these boot camps and I was amazed. Like, my eyes were open and enlightened to the power of technology and what it can do and bringing systems to life. So I'm so grateful for the boot camps that I attended. Even the societies I was a part of. I was a part of the Engineering Society at Makerere. I was a part of Women in Technology Uganda. Women in Technology gave me so many opportunities. They have a hub in Kanzucode Street. I would literally just go, they took interest in me and mentored me, and I would go there and come up with ideas and use the internet and develop and just go crazy with the whole tech thing. So mentorship is key. Find those mentors. Put yourself in a position where you can be mentored. Put yourself in a position where you can learn. Have a teachable mindset. Nobody arrives there by themselves. So be in a position to be taught and ask a lot of questions. Don't be afraid. If you don't know something, we've been talking about difficult things here. Ask, what does that mean? What does Python mean? Is that like a snake? Ask those kinds of questions. They might seem dumb, but the truth is that you don't know. And if you don't ask, you're not going to find out. You're not going to grow. So even when I joined kanzucode, I remember my boss said, reach out as much as you can. It doesn't matter if you reach out the whole day. Reaching out means that if you're working on a project and you feel like you're stuck, you don't know where to go next, just ask the engineer who is above you. Just ask somebody, how can I solve this problem? How can I write the right code in this particular situation? So please be able to reach out. It's not an embarrassing thing. That's how we grow, because everybody started from there. So don't feel intimidated and be like, I can't ask. No, ask. Find those mentors. When somebody is trying to mentor you, allow them to. Please allow them to, because they have walked that journey, so they know what it's like, and they're trying to lead you there. And it gets you there faster. If I didn't have the mentorship of my lecturer in Makerere and also the mentorship of my boss, Peter Kakoma, I don't think I would be where I am. It propelled me much faster to maneuver what I had to maneuver through to be where I am. So mentorship is so key. Find a mentor. Please find a mentor and also mentor others. I'm a part of spaces where it's just women in this, women in that, PHP women, stuff like that. And it's always amazing when we're able to share, when we're able to, invite each other for conferences and just bounce ideas off. You get it? It's a great thing. Yeah.
I get it. Of course I get it. Well, what a great way to start off this month of August. Good to know that we're having your company. The viewer always makes it a point to join us every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for this series as we continue to celebrate the women in their various spaces where they are. As a national broadcaster, that is what we intend to do. It's a journey, it's a process, and I know we shall get there in giving out what these women have to give out to you. For our ladies trying to figure it out, keep away. You need to get moving, keep away the fear, find your passion, and you'll definitely get there. Guest for the day, quite interesting, this 1st of August. We're going to enjoy this month. What I picked out is that getting a mentor, understanding that you do not know, or you want to understand things that you don't know in your various fields, and you look out for mentors. She says it helps you to get there quicker. And when you get there, please lift up a sister out there. And she points out her boss, points out her lecturer, and there are men out there who are supporting the women. Yeah. Amazing.
And funny thing is, one of them she mentioned, Mr. Peter Kakoma, is a good friend, and he recommended me for a course in financial discipline. And it has really boosted the business. So it's what she said, that there are no silly questions, there are no dumb questions, and people are more than willing to help. Once you approach them, people are more than willing to help. So yeah, yeah.
So
good stuff.
You got the financial course.
Yeah, I did. And
instead of getting the profits coming through, it's really rewarding, and you want to pay yourself quicker. Instead of developing.
See, you can make money. Why that course was very important is you can make money, and it may not benefit you. So it's good to have a financial discipline. That's why that course was helpful. But the fact that the world is small and Mr. Kakuma is doing things for everyone, yeah, it's good stuff.
You send greetings.
Yeah, but I think it's really key.
You send greetings too.
It's really key to have that kind of like financial training, because even at work we are big on that. Fine, you're making the money, but are you using it the right way? Are you maintaining? Because if you're making the money and it's just getting
slipping
wasted,
through your fingers,
you're not going to have any impact. Like we're not going to have you impacting even in tech if your money is not being used the right way. So it's key. It's very key. So we're big on that as well. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful things the ladies are doing. More about the juice right there. For a woman who's been watching and quite inspired and wants to have an agribusiness, wants to start up, what advice would you share with them? Because we want to make the money.
just start, really. Just start. Once you start and keep, you see, most times the fear, what stops you from starting is the fear. But once you start, everything, like the universe must align for you to succeed. If that is what you want to do, if you want to succeed, it must align for you to succeed. So if you want to start, just start. Along the journey, you're going to get people who will help you as long as you seek them out. Like she said, you must seek out the mentors. Along the way, the money will come. Start with what you have, start where you are. Just start. If you have 20K, like making the sugar cane. So, okay, some businesses you may need a little more, but we started this recently to supplement on the finances. But there are businesses that you can start with as little as 20K, 10K, and depending on how you strategize, you will make it. So really, just start. Overcome your fear and start. You will get the mentors, you'll get the money, you'll get the profits. Yeah.
Okay.
Just start.
What are some of those aspirations you have for your business on the firm?
Wow.
And what do you hope to create in the community?
My biggest aspiration for now, see, like I said, farming is mainly dominated by women. But they earn very little from that. Why? So I want to inspire more women, to give them the courage to know that you can make it big. You don't have to be a peasant farmer. I hate that term, peasant farmer. People, they're like, I believe once people see that a farmer can be smart, most people think a farmer has to have, you know, funny hair and cha-cha, you know, you're looking bad, that is a farmer. No. Once people are mentored and they see that a farmer can be someone who has gone to school, have gone to among the best schools, Namagunga, Mount St. Mary's, Namagunga, Gaza High School. You can come from a good school and do farming. You can come from, like, you can be cool and do farming. You can have a nice car with farming. You can, you see, I would like farming to be looked at like a tech job, like a doctor. You see, once people look at farming that way, people will aspire, more people will aspire of the youth. More youth who have learned, who have a certain quality of knowledge, you know, to also do farming. And once that happens, imagine, because they say our GDP, there's a huge contribution. I think a third of it is contributed to by agriculture, by those women, those grassroots women. Now imagine,
the peasants.
Yes, imagine if more people who have learned join farming. Imagine more women and even men who have learned, who are knowledgeable. You know, you can balance books like a tech person can. You can balance books like an engineer can. Imagine the impact that would have on agriculture if already the biggest players are just simple women. Imagine how much impact it would be like if people like me, like Hush, you could also join farming. See, imagine.
Maybe you cite now some of the key skills that have kept you there,
the key skills
that have helped you thrive.
The fact that I am literate, hardworking. You get the financial discipline. You get the technical. See, I'm not going to rear poultry like a lady who has not gone to school. I'm going to put in the science. I know I must look out for which bird is sick. I know the signs and symptoms. I know the preventive measures like the ones I mentioned earlier before. Those are key things that many people do not implement. And those are things that the low peasant farmer may not implement. Yeah. So people at a certain level, that my main target now is like the youth. If you have gone to school, there's huge potential in farming. And once that is done, I guarantee you, people will have jobs. There'll be bigger job opportunities created for people. There'll be more revenues. So for me, that is it. That is it, yeah.
Wow, great submission, yes. At least one or two things one has taken out of her experience and some of the tips she has shared with us. How do you handle problem solving? Because I know it's never a smooth journey. Also, the unique challenges that you encounter during the different projects that you've worked on in software developing.
I think it's tailored to the kind of project that you're working on, but there are some basic rules of thumb that you should always, follow. Have you narrowed down the scope of the project you're working on? There's something that is called scope script in software engineering, whereby you're not sure of the scope. Like the client came and told you, I want my system to function like this, I want that, but you didn't get that to the dot. You didn't pay attention to detail. So because of that, your problem solving is already off track. The foundation is not as good. So make sure that you get it right on scope. If you get it right on scope, you're already on a good track to actually solving the problem well. Then paying attention to detail, like I just mentioned. The small details that you miss are usually the ones that keep us back and forth with the client because you missed the detail and they're like,
if you're putting together a robot and you never got the details right.
I know, right? crazy things. And even things that small as just UI. Like I wanted the app, I wanted this color to be here. And for you, small details, or even the font. I wanted the font of this text of this screen to be like this. When somebody's logging in, I wanted them to see this, like those tiny details. We have to pay attention to them, so that will help improve your problem solving. Communication. Are you communicating in a seamless way that is going to help you with your problem solving, or you're just somewhere alone doing your own things? I mean, in tech we work as teams. Like you cannot isolate yourself. So you have to get that into your mind and be able to consistently communicate your progress, communicate where you're stuck, communicate when it's moving forward. Those things always help. And then also collaboration. How is your collaboration? Are you, like I mentioned, you're working with different teams from across the world. You can be working on a project with somebody in the US, in Canada. You're all in different countries, all of you. Even at MTN where I work, we work with people from South Africa, all over the world, and you're all on one call, and you're wondering, if we are not collaborating, if we're not using the collaborative tools, like for example, putting that code base in a particular repository and making sure that that repository is consistently updated with the latest code base. Are you doing that, or you're just doing your own things, and in the end, you're causing the whole team to clash? So those things help you with your problem solving. And again, also to have like an open mind when you're approaching a problem, or a client says they want this, that, and that. Have an open mind in regards to how it can be achieved. Don't be boxed into one small thing. You can solve different problems, create different systems using different approaches. So do not shy away from different models. Do you want to go agile? Do you want to use the water flow model? What do you want to do? Explore the different methodologies out there that can help you actually bring whatever system, whatever product that you're trying to bring to life. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And putting more life, as you put it. What are your future aspirations or future plans for the field? Yes, because I know some of the ladies out there you have inspired, and they're already into the field, and they're like, okay, I need to try this out, like she's been saying.
True.
Yes. What are your aspirations?
My aspiration right now is to get into AI, because I know it's where the world is heading, machine learning and artificial intelligence. So that's really my aspiration.
AI.
Artificial intelligence. That's my aspiration. It's actually a journey that I'm already walking. I'm already doing courses. I'm already doing courses in that. I'm hoping to go back to school to do a master's in artificial intelligence. So that's where, because that's really where the world is heading, and we have to seize the opportunities as they present themselves. Otherwise, we'll be left behind. I don't want Uganda to be left behind because we did not take advantage of what AI and machine learning is offering. Fine, most people are scared, it's going to do this and that, but have you really looked into the deeper picture of how you can leverage artificial intelligence to actually help your business, to actually help what you do, to actually work alongside what you're working with? Because even for tech, many people thought when the era of tech was starting to explode that tech might take our jobs and this and that, but it actually helped improve them. It actually helped improve processes, not in so many fields, in the health sector, transportation, in the financial sector. I mean, tech has done so good with helping people simplify their work, do things a lot more faster. And I feel like AI is going to do a lot more. So that's really my aspiration right now. And of course, consistently inspiring people, consistently mentoring people, taking the time off to hold another woman's hand on this journey, where we are. It's really very few of us consistently, doing that, because we need to keep that fire burning. If we stop, we shall see a drop again. I feel like we got to that point where, at least when I was in campus, where it was so. I think it was so incumbent at that time of the different organizations to, create programs for women, do this for women. But then we should continue. We should not just stop. We should not hit a plateau and just be there, because if we do that, it will drop again. We'll see numbers dropping. So we should keep on inspiring women. Programs like these, we should keep on doing that. Yeah, because it's critical for the next generations that are to come. Yeah.
Beautiful. Lifting up a system, paving way for the next generation. Yes, we shouldn't reach somewhere, hitting a plateau like she puts it, and we're stuck. We're not competing. No. We actually need your support. Yeah. Wow, beautiful. And maybe just crossing over to agribusiness. How do you what role would you play as a woman entrepreneur, because we want to lift the sister out there, support the mother who wants to invest into their child? Maybe they're thinking of where to invest, and now they're like, okay, I should go into agribusiness. If they hear from you, maybe it can really work for them. Your role as a woman entrepreneur, contributing to the broader development in the agriculture space.
Please say that again. What's the question?
Your role as a woman entrepreneur, because we want to lift up a sister out there.
What is my role?
Yes, your role as a woman entrepreneur. We want to help a sister, someone downtown, those in the rural setup, the rural setting, the women out there, the ones that want to get into the agribusiness themselves. After listening to your story, they're quite inspired and they want to take that same path.
I am more than available to train, to mentor, to hold your hand. Like she said, mentoring is very vital. When I was starting the business, I made several mistakes that I wouldn't want anyone to do. So mentoring you
woke up, one wakes up and all the birds are dead.
I've been there. See, and I wouldn't want someone to go through that. And the things that you can do to avoid that, again, I said, are very small. So the best and the biggest thing I can do for you is to hold your hand and we move together. Like the farmers that I told you about, we tell you where to get the correct medicines from, where to get the good birds, the chicks from, where to, like, how to construct the house. You don't just construct it, yumba. Like, everything must be, the devil is in the details, like she said. Everything must be done the way it must be done. Otherwise, you're going to fail. So the best thing that I can do for you is to hold your hand, and we usually attach a fee to it. But once you have paid that fee and you show that you're serious and committed, the fee is to deter people who are not serious. Once you show that you're committed, we'll move the journey with you at no cost. So once you approach us and you're interested in poultry farming, we are more than happy to help you along the journey, to help you avoid all the mistakes that we have made, quite a number.
What has been most rewarding? Rewarding aspects, you as a woman, self-employed?
Most rewarding as a woman, honestly.
Because I know how it feels like for the men. You're like, okay, she's going to be earning so much more than I am. She's not giving us more time. I know such issues rise.
Honestly, I have heard all those things, and I know some women who go through all those things, but I can't say I'm part of. I haven't had to experience some of those troubles, and I thank God. But yes, most rewarding, I work from home. I'm quite spoiled, yeah. I work from home, I work with my babies.
You're cutting other costs.
Yes, it's not, I don't have to move to and from work like this today, you know, but it's, I enjoy that life of, I'm working at home, and it makes life a bit easy for me, so that's rewarding. 2, seeing other people, especially women, be able to earn from something that I have passed on to them, and they have a somewhat comfortable life that maybe they wouldn't have if it were not for that, is also very rewarding. When you see like someone's mom come for training and then she implements that, when you see someone from school is wondering, what should I do, will it work? They say that poultry is difficult, all the birds die. I'm like, no, if you do what I have told you to do, I guarantee you will succeed and you'll make good money out of it. So yeah, that's really fulfilling. The fact that I'm able to work, honestly, I find my life a bit stress-free. To work a stress-free life and also be able to help someone else have that similar kind of life is rewarding, yes.
Wow. Well, I know someone would want to get into your space, enjoy, and have the fruits come through as far as software engineering is concerned. I want you to share with the sister out there, the students, maybe the mother who's watching and wants, why would they invest into their child to turn out to be software developers? Why would they, what advice would you give them to join the tech space? The women out there, because we want to lift all of them. I know they could be in the rural setting, but they have the phones, at least they know where the yes button is and the no button, at least. They're into the tech world.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, encouragement to women. I know there is this whole thing of the gender stereotype, women in tech and stuff like that. I remember the first time I went to MTN to work, the very first day when we were assigned MTN as a client. And all the developers there were shocked. They were like, "You're a babe." That's what they called me. I'm like, really? Guys, let's be serious. They were in shock, for real, that I had come and I was going to work with them. They're
waiting for the engineer to come with muscles.
Yes, and they stopped me. So they were in shock. But you see, it was so normal, like it was normal everyday work, and I was shocked that they were shocked. It's because the stereotype,
you are ready to get into the cameras, put on your boots.
Yeah, because the stereotype has been so washed out of my brain that I don't even realize. I'm just like, I'm just a normal person working, like, come on. So I want for girls out there to get to that level where the narrative out there does not affect what's on the inside of you. If you have a passion for technology, please go after it. I know for a fact that this world can never yield results to anybody who is timid. So have that tenacity to go after your dreams. Have that tenacity to get into that tech space. I think also what helped me initially is the initial shock in being in an environment that is majorly male dominated was removed from me earlier enough, because I went to a school that was predominantly men. I went to King's College, Budo, men, like just boys. Like in class, I think the ratio of girls to boys was like 1 to 6. we'll be in class and you're like, if like 2 of us fall sick, that's it. There's going to be hearing male voices in class. So it was that crazy. So early on, that kind of thing was removed from me, that kind of mindset, that shock of being in you walk into a room and it's only guys. It was removed from me early on, joining engineering, like being in tech, very, very few girls. But then you have to be intentional and know that these things are out there for you, these opportunities are out there for you. There are so many programs out there for girls. I know High People, there's a company called High People that does a lot of events around women. Yearly they host a Women in FinTech program that we actually were a part of in 2020, the first one. And we actually won that hackathon. I remember we won that hackathon, it was so exciting. But then you see, if you don't take advantage of all these opportunities, you're going to miss out. Don't be intimidated by the men. In fact, you should see them as sources of mentorship, because sometimes they're really yeah, for real, see them as this person can actually help me. Yeah, instead of being that you're intimidated or you have like an attitude, just go over and learn from them, because most times they actually know more. Yeah, most times. So just don't.
How about, okay, that's one to learn more from you. How can they find you? Your socials?
Oh,
can you freely share them?
Yes, on my socials it's KD Patricia on all of them: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and on LinkedIn it's Patricia Atim. Yeah, so that's how you can find me. KD, K-E-D-I, Patricia.
K-E-D-Y.
K-E-D-I.
K-E-D-I.
Yeah, it's my other unofficial name.
K-E-D-I, Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia.
So that's how they can get to you.
Yes.
And then the other one is
Patricia Atim.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
It's Patricia Atim.
Yes.
Please look out for Patricia.
Yeah.
How can they find Viola?
Violet, our farm is in Maganjo, Mau. I'm also on all social media as Violet Kukundakwe, also Nesting Farm Enterprises. We take orders and deliver eggs, juice, manure, organic manure. That is, if you want, you can call us on 0704 914 539.
Once again,
0704 914 539.
So on the socials they can find
Violet Kukundakwe or Nesting Farm Enterprises on Facebook, wherever, Instagram.
And the nesting is K-N.
K-N-E-S-T-I-N-G. See,
One would read it as K-Nesting.
like knife, K-N.
Yeah, much
Yes,
better.
like knife, K-N-E-S-T-I-N-G. Farm Enterprises. Okay, nesting, whichever.
The way you would love to
Whichever makes you happy.
Please look out for Violet. There she puts it, Kenesting. Kenesting Farm Enterprises. That is K-N-E-S-T-I-N-G. That is Kenesting. And Patricia Atim, right on LinkedIn. That's the name you'll find. Look out for them for mentorship and for more updates, because right here, time is against us. Yet to be kicked out of this place. But interestingly, more programs are coming your way, so keep watching the national broadcaster. Well, once again, if you just joined in late, our guest for the day, I had Violet Kukundakwe. She's a managing director for Nesting Farm Enterprises, and tech space, more inspiration that came your way this morning from Patricia Atim. She's a lead software engineer at kanzucode. Interesting name. Yes, I know. We are in Buganda at kanzucode, and yesterday was celebrating the Kabaka. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for making time. Wish you all the best, and keep lifting the sisters up and celebrating us as women.
Thank you for hosting us.
Well, for the viewer, it's been a pleasure spending time with you this 1st of August 2023. Looking forward to spending more time with you, same time, same place tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, celebrating the women, the national broadcaster, from the hour of 10 a.m. up until 11 a.m. And my name is Sandra Kahunde, saluting Brother Ratoro Patrick, the man here who supports the women. He's behind the scene. He always make sure I look this into your camera. Have a beautiful day.